Alright, so at this point, I'm going to do our quick iteration. Junior any percent, obviously, we've moved from low percent to any percent, so now our racers can use items. They have 15 minutes to get to Olmec or beat the game, or get as far as they can. Okay, let me restate that. That was terrible. The racers have 15 minutes to either get as far as they possibly can, or beat Olmec. Whoever beats Olmec first, or gets the farthest within the 15 minutes, gets a point, and whoever gets 2 points first wins, because this is still best 2 out of 3. And this is a makeup. This is Junior Elimination Bracket. Whoever loses this race is out of the tournament, and whoever wins will move on in Junior Elimination. This was supposed to go on last week, but I had an internet outage, so this is completely separate from the other things. Alright.
Right, you want to know something?
What?
It still hasn't been 15 minutes since the last pro race started.
Has it really?
Those guys could still be playing that race. That's how fast that race was. It still hasn't been 15 minutes.
They were so ridiculously fast. It's ridiculous. How long have we been streaming? Like, including the long, like, intermission we just had, we have not even been going for an hour. It's been 42 minutes. Those races were so fast between Pib and Samots and T and Brute. T and, Pib both finished their seeds on their first runs for both of their races. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to be starting in just a few seconds here. Of course, we're trying our best to work with delay. I don't think our delay should be too different at this point, because these two both just started up. Yeah, this is going to be one of the 3 makeup races we have to do.
Now, with that new Twitch thing where it reduces the stream delay, if one of these guys had that checked and the other one didn't, would that mess this up?
Yes. No. It wouldn't necessarily mess it up as long as we told them to type done in the chat. The only difference would be that one has a lot less delay than the other. So as long as we had them type done in the chat, like if the Olmec fight was really close, then we'd still know. But as far as delay go, we would still get similar delay. It's just that one of us might buffer more often. So we'd like to encourage racers who are partnered to not do that. And as far as partnered racers go, it's pretty much Fibonacci and only Fibonacci.
Yeah. So, PatDog's speeding through here while Jseakle's taking his time looking around for golden items.
Yeah, I gotta get used to the any percent mindset now. They're a lot more open to getting items, and shopkeep robberies are totally an option, especially when there are jetpacks around.
Right, collecting money and gems on the way to the 1-2 shop is a valid strategy.
Yeah, we're seeing Jseakle do it here. He looks like he's gonna buy the bomb
He could
bag.
buy those bombs.
Yeah, and he chooses to do so. That's pretty good.
Ah, PatDog's got a spider level. That's not so great.
Yeah, he does have the bombs to deal with
spider.
it.
Very nice.
Yeah. I didn't know about that strategy for the longest time when I was new to the game. Whenever I got to that point and I wanted to go fast, I never thought about backwhipping the spider. It's a really, really solid strategy.
It is. It's not that easy to pull off. Knowing that you can do it is one thing, but pulling it off is another.
So, Jseakle is a dark level, and PatDog had an off-screen arrow trap that was blocked by a cobweb in between him and the arrow trap. Luckily for him, he wasn't going too fast, and didn't end up taking that arrow to the face.
Alright, Jseakle opting to buy some paste.
Oh, but he's gonna land straight onto the spikes, no!
Yeah.
The lack of visibility might have been what ended up doing him in there. I think he was just focused on the torch and missed those spikes. There's some heavy pixelation on my end for PatDog. Still pretty watchable. I mean,
for both of them.
much better than buffering. Of course, to all of our racers who are in chat, we prefer that you have a lower bit rate, but a good frame rate as opposed to buffering a bunch, because we can tell what's going on with PatDog. So.
Yeah, he taking the time to grab a couple damsels. He's up to 6 health. He can withstand a direct Tiki hit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, the boomerang guys could be a different story. End up taking 4 damage to them. It might be pretty bad. Boomerang guys are such a coin toss as far as things go. You know, they could hit you once and then you'll just be out of the loop, or you could get stuck on their boomerang for a solid 5 or 6 damage. They're one of the scarier enemies in the game, considering it's in the jungle and you might not have many items. Like PatDog doesn't have any passive items right now, other than the Ujadai, which is an interesting choice. But
Jseakle, for that crust pack.
Yeah, Jseakle, after his death, quickly making up ground. Gonna move on to 1-4 pretty quickly here. Ended up
PatDog just back whipped a boomerang that was coming at him from behind.
That's pretty awesome. But Jseakle accidentally using 2 bombs to try and kill a giant spider, but they ended up working out in the end and opened up a path to the exit. Of course, that is an extra bomb wasted when it did not needs be, but PatDog has the clear lead as far as levels go right now.
Yeah, and Jseakle just died to a Cobra and is at 1-1 again.
He needs to play a little bit safer. Better safe than sorry during these races.
A little frog boost there for PatDog.
Yeah, awesome. Boosting off frogs is just one of the most satisfying things in this game.
He tried to bounce off of that snail and landed just behind it and ended up dying because of it.
That's going to be a death on 2-4 for PatDog. So Jseakle isn't out of this yet. He still has plenty of chance to take the lead here. He's on 1-2 and PatDog's on 1-1. But of course, the lead goes to PatDog on level 2-4 at this point.
That's right. So these players have 15 minutes to either beat Olmec, or if neither beats Olmec, then it's whoever got to the farthest level. So right now, the lead is set at 2-4 by PatDog.
And before people ask, if both players reach the same level by the end of the timer, we do go into overtime, and if we do reach overtime, I will explain it. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't need to be explained. But PatDog is going to buy, that was a bomb bag, I believe, from the shop, so that's pretty good for him.
No, he bought a bundle of pixels there.
Oh, gotcha. That's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
I think they call them pyramids, and you can actually whip them, and it doubles their value.
That's right. It's much more effective a strategy than bombing pots.
Clearly. What did you just say to me?
Hmm?
I'm gonna just assume I misheard you. But that's 6 bombs for Jseakle from crates right there. That's pretty lucky as far as things go. But he has fallen behind a bit. That was 30 seconds of a level, and PatDog is ahead. But he gets hit by a blunt arrow falling from the sky, which stuns him over spikes to kill him. And just saying, you know, the situation hasn't reset yet, but there he goes. That was just ridiculous. Ouch.
He's just staring at that screen in disbelief. There he goes again.
That's too bad. That's some of the most garbage. That's one of the most garbage things that can happen to you. Just a blunt arrow falling on you, and then, oh well, I'm on the spikes now. Ugh. It sucks. That's for sure.
All right, Jseakle's coming into the jungle now. He's got 13 bombs. He's in a good position with his bombs. He could save a little bit of time by just going down through the terrain.
It's true, but you don't want to be too abusive with it. You might find yourself in a bad situation in the end.
Maybe 13 bombs. He could use quite a few of those.
Alright, well, that's
He's
one
taken,
damage.
Yeah. It was good of him not to use a bomb there because that level was entirely blocked off. He would have just had to use several to get all the way through.
Yeah. It's a tough choice when to use your bombs. You know, they're really valuable things, but when you have 13, it's definitely not a terrible idea to use some. A lot more useful in the mines in the temple than the other areas. Jungle is generally either very open or very clustered with a bunch of sub-rooms, and the ice caves, of course, there's only a few situations where you can actually use a bomb, and even then, there are landmines everywhere, so...
Yeah, did you see that clutch ledge grab from PatDog there?
I did not. What happened?
He grabbed a ledge just above the ground there. I'm sure he meant to fall onto it, but he missed it, and just luckily he happened to grab the ledge and save himself from fall damage.
Nice. Alright, well, PatDog has a rushing water level. Of course, he does have to go through the entire thing, but there weren't many piranha to actually stop him at that point. Jseakle looks like he's going to buy even more bombs at this point from a shop. He's up to 16 on 2-4. That means the lead is tied because both racers have reached 2-4, of course. Assuming Jseakle does reach a level farther than the 2-4, he will take the lead. But after...
He was really contemplating grabbing that dog there.
Yeah, he chose not to, though. The frog and the tree and the spikes were all a bit menacing. It looks like PatDog's moving on to 2-3 at this point, just behind Jseakle. Right, and Jseakle takes the lead. 3-1 is the new level to beat at this point.
Here we go, we have ice caves.
Not a great start, but yeah, there's a great usage for the bomb. Of course, disproving my talk earlier about the ice caves being nearly useless for bombs.
The compass is going to come in real handy here.
Yeah, that's right. Jseakle has a compass where PatDog does not. And speaking of PatDog, he just took a bit of fall damage, and his boomerang did not damage him afterwards, so that's good for him.
Is he going to go for that bomb shot?
So far, I mean, he has every single time, but it looks like not this time. I think he's satisfied with his amount of bombs, but PatDog is on the ice caves at this point, too, so there's only a 1-level difference between these two guys. It's pretty close.
Well, the real difference is that he's got a boomerang over there.
I mean, not anymore.
Oh. Well, that was a mistake. He should have really brought that boomerang.
It's the best item in the game. Boomerang is pretty powerful, though. It's got a lot of solid uses. Alright, so PatDog is moving on to 3-2 just as Jseakle moves on to a wet fur 3-3.
Oh boy, let's see how he handles it.
Yeah, using that landmine was a good idea. Makes an opening, but he goes a little bit too quickly and ends up landing on a rock. And of course, PatDog also getting it. Oh, wet fur! Holy crap! How is he alive? Getting frozen twice by a mammoth and jumping and then falling and still not dying because of a landmine that he was carrying. That's incredible. PatDog makes it to 3-3 and Jseakle makes it to 3-4.
Luckily, that mammoth died, and he ended up dropping down one space, living.
That is bonkers. I cannot believe he survived that.
That should have been game over. Luckily for him, it wasn't.
How often can you be frozen and survive it? Like, frozen not just once, but twice. He was frozen for a solid 5 seconds there with an enemy approaching him and he lived. That is insane. They're both on 3-4, though, at this point. Looks like Jseakle's a tough drop. A rope wouldn't be a bad idea here, but looks like he's trying to get back up. Yeah. That is absolutely insane. I might mention that if PatDog had not had the landmine that he was carrying, he would have died there. The mammoth would have just killed him. But PatDog actually takes the lead onto 4-1. Jseakle immediately following him. This is a really close race.
Yeah, it evened out.
However, PatDog has a mummy situation at this point that he has to deal with. I don't know. I'd use a rope and go over.
Yeah, that wasn't great mine placement.
And the mummy is down. PatDog actually lost his landmine. Something triggered it on the other side. Oh, it was another mummy because of all the freaking shrapnel, so it wasn't the worst idea ever. Of course, he couldn't have known that, but he did kill a mummy that was off in the distance. And he's on a 4-2 as Jseakle is dealing with his own mummy and Anubis issues. Mainly Anubis.
Oh boy.
That's no good at all. Pushing a bomb down there to have an opening upwards as opposed to going straight through Anubis. It's a good choice. PatDog has a bit of a thwomp situation, but he has the bombs to deal with it. But he's down to 3 at this point. He's probably going to want to opt for some more.
He could have just rolled a bomb over towards that edge and let him die.
Right, and Jseakle lost a bunch of time on the 4-2 as PatDog is entering 4-3. Of course, if PatDog gets a bad tempo level, there's still plenty of time for Jseakle to catch up. A little bit of scary business with this Hawkman and this Croc. Oh my god! If you weren't looking there, PatDog just had a Crocman teleport twice within 1 second, and both of the teleports were within 2 blocks of killing him. And of course, that thwomp situation also being really close. Jseakle's on a 4-3, as PatDog is still working his way through it. Of course, the rest of the level treating him much nicer.
That's right. PatDog had a real nice arrow whip off the ladder just before all that nonsense with the Crocman.
Yeah.
Nice plays from both these guys. Jseakle's doing some fun things over there, too.
Crazy temples for both of these guys. It looks like PatDog is on to Olmec at this point. It's up to whether or not he dies on Olmec if he takes the win here. Exciting race so far. This is what we were talking about when we were mentioning how junior races can be more exciting than the pro races. The fact that they have more likelihood to die and you know, mix it up a bit is pretty exciting as far as things go. This race has been really close.
PatDog is wasting some time here because he's looking for safe strats.
Yeah, Jseakle has the means and the bombs to actually do this Olmec fight very quickly or use safe strats. And he is opting to go fast? I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, come on. We all know that's the right call. Safe strats.
As far as safe strats have gone, yes, it is the right call. Let's see what happens. PatDog had the lead and entered the Olmec fight first, but it looks like he's actually going to lose because of Jseakle's choice to do safe strats. I mean, fast strats, rather. Oh my gosh, this is scary. Jseakle's up and over the rope, and a frog hits him! Oh my god!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Jump.
Oh, it's over! It's over!
Wait, there's a bat.
There's a bat! No! He's dead! He died! That was so close! No!
Oh man, he tried to do a bum there and he almost had it.
And PatDog takes the win! Holy crap, man!
Now, if that's not back and forth that I promised you guys, I don't know what is. Come on.
That was bonkers. Holy crap! And Jseakle ends up dying right at the end!
Junior race is so much better.
Oh my. That was insane. PatDog was ahead at the start of the Olmec fight. He went to the top of the area and fell behind as Jseakle was doing fast strats, and then Jseakle died at the end of fast strats, which meant PatDog was ahead, and then PatDog took the win. Insane. Crazy stuff
Yeah, that
from
was
both of
great.
the racers. That was awesome. But we're going to get both of these guys to return the main door and do that one more time, because that was really fun, and if they don't do that again, they're both eliminated from the racers. But seriously, wow. Well, congrats to PatDog for the win. Apologies to Jseakle for that unfortunate end on Olmec. That was a... There wasn't much you could do about that. So we're going to get started in just a second here. Oh my god. Insane stuff. Insane stuff.
Yeah, and pretty close to that 15-minute time limit, too.
Yeah. We were about 2 minutes left by the time we reached the Olmec fight, I believe. Be starting in about 15 seconds here. Working with delay as always to try and get these guys started at the same time and get us started at the same time with our timer.
Did PatDog reset his walls are shifting?
He did not. We're gonna get some shift in walls here. Are you excited?
Nah.
Alright. Olmec's curse, man. I'm gonna screw PatDog over here real quick. Yeah, that was round 1. 1 diamond goes to PatDog. If he wins this next race, he is going to take the win for the match and is going to eliminate Jseakle. But of course, Jseakle still has plenty of time. We know for a fact that both of these racers can win any race because they both reached Olmec on the last race. So we'll see what happens. And of course, this is junior elimination semifinals, which means these guys are on their 3rd event because they've won one of their matches and lost one of their matches at this point. And now we're here. We'll see what happens. Both on 1-2 at this
again,
point.
basically low percenting through these levels, going for the exit, getting some lead time right off the gate.
He's playing pretty well too. He's playing very fast and efficiently as far as things go. He hasn't taken much damage, and I believe he has all of his resources. Jseakle, however, has the advantage of 3 more bombs and 1 more health.
Yeah, they're both valid strategies.
Of course, PatDog does end up taking a bit of damage to a spinning spider right there. But he does have a pretty heavy lead as far as time goes. I mean, you know, it's ooh, that's an off-screen arrow trap for Jseakle, but it's a good strategy to do that because it's more easing for the rest of the run. You feel less stressed to go fast when you've already obtained the lead. But of course, you know, you could take damage in the mines that ends up meaning you die in the future. It's always... There's no definitive strategy that works better than the others. It's up to you what you try to do.
There's those resources... Get him through a level slightly faster, although he has a chance for a dark level here.
Yeah, Jseakle's got a bit of an issue with that, and he is safe for now.
Yeah, you wanna play safe and you wanna get that money or items, but I would pick up the pace a little bit if I was Jseakle.
Yeah, PatDog is on 2-1 at this point. Jseakle's a level behind, but he is going for some bombs and stuff. Not going for the Ujidai, that's probably a good decision. His lengthy play so far would not be helped by the fact that he could go for the Ujidai. Yeah, PatDog has a clear lead as far as time goes. I don't know, man, but playing safe is a good thing. We can't denounce that.
Yeah, especially in the junior races. But going over 30 seconds isn't that safe, always.
Yeah, dark levels. Gotta find a nice balance. Well, so far it's been treating Jseakle pretty well. He has a pitcher's mitt now.
Yeah, let's hope he remembers he has it later on in this game.
Yeah, 7 bombs, 7 ropes, and 5 health, whereas PatDog has 4 bombs, 4 ropes, and 3 health, still maintaining a low percentage run. He's gonna bomb his way to the exit. No, he's not. Jseakle has a chance to catch up here. He's moving on to 2-2 as PatDog is still going through 2-3, and PatDog has a very solid chance of getting a dark level up here. Ooh, that was some scary stuff. Adding to the pip counter, PatDog accidentally used a bomb there when he meant to use a rope, so that's gonna hurt him in the future. 3 of all resources at this point, and Jseakle, like we mentioned earlier, has a massive resource advantage, and now a compass too.
Picking up a compass and a bomb bag. That compass will come in handy.
Alright, only a 1 level difference at this point, and it looks like Jseakle's strategy treated him well. He's around the same spot as PatDog, and he has a lot more to go with, but he does have another Tiki Village at this point, which sucks for him, but he's working with it. Black market.
Another easy damsel grab. And get rutted, 3-1 wet fur.
Oof, we'll see how PatDog handles it, although that was one of the easiest wet furs I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
Alright. So PatDog's ice caves have been easy so far. Really quick wet fur level. He's jumbling around on that ice though. That was a little bit spooky for him.
He's just showing off.
Clearly, just being fancy, you know? But he's on to 3-3 at this point as Jseakle is bombing to get around in 2-4. He's nearby the exit. He's going to grab an idle. Interesting play. We don't see very much of that, but no reason not to, I guess. Could end up getting him a jetpack in the future, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not quite.
PatDog is on to 3-4. Jseakle getting even more resources, up to 12 bombs at this point. Quickly moving through 3-1, has the compass advantage pretty major. PatDog could go the wrong way and end up using a lot of his last 3 ropes.
Possibly, but he's almost to the temple already.
He is to the temple.
He has a significant lead here.
Of course, the temple has shown us that leads mean nothing. PatDog had the lead on Olmec. Jseakle took the lead back, and then PatDog took the lead back because Jseakle died. It's crazy stuff. But Jseakle needs to move faster now, or else PatDog is going to take this win.
He's using his time to get more items, even more items, getting a crate there, and just now he's up to 13 ropes. That was not helpful. Just go, please, go.
PatDog is at this point, how many levels ahead? I think 3 levels ahead.
Yeah, 3.
And this is a fast temple for him. This is going to go to PatDog if he doesn't screw up Olmec. But it looks like PatDog doesn't actually have enough bombs to do safe strats here. Okay, Jseakle has an interesting mammoth puzzle. This is a... Oh!
He just tried to whip a Yeti.
Jseakle is going to get knocked all the way around. The mammoth actually bounced him further, and that's the only reason that they ended up dying there. PatDog bouncing around some lava men.
Yeah, he's got a weird situation with these lava men.
Oh, and he's dead in the lava. They're both down.
4-3.
4-3 is the level to beat.
PatDog.
All of these things we've said about being ahead and stuff no longer matters. They're both on 1-1. Same resources, same health, same everything. Okay, I lied. Jseakle has 7 ropes, but how much does it matter?
Jseakle caught a lucky break there with that PatDog death.
Oh man, but that was not a nice situation. He definitely needed to wait out the mummy, but he probably should have just used a rope in hindsight. But hindsight is 20/20, so that's
Didn't he have bombs? He could have just bombed that mummy while it was standing there.
I don't think he was on the right side of the lava. Maybe he was on the left side at
before
first.
He was doing all the jumping around. He was right over there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. They're both here in 1-2.
Hold on,
There is a compass and a teleporter. Oh, just the compass.
Compass is still a pretty big deal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but that teleporter would have been fun.
We'll see. I mean, PatDog has been playing consistently so far. I believe most of his runs have made it to the temple at this point. Of course, one of his runs beat Olmec, and the run that we just saw ended up dying on 4-3 to an awkward situation with some mummy business and some lava men, making them bounce around a bunch. That's right, Derek, you did retweet a tweet about the Spelunky tournaments. Apparently he does know about this community. Interesting. But PatDog at this point does have an Ujadai. We'll see if he employs a black market strategy or not. I don't know. We'll have to... He's set up himself for a lot of good things in the future with the compass and the Ujadai, but, you know. And here's that situation with the spider we were talking about. And Jseakle did not do it correctly.
Well, I mean,
are we gonna see?
Doing low percent.
Oh, that's right! This is not low percent, this is any percent. Never mind, the paste is totally legal. My mind is somewhere else right now.
Just got a bunch of money and some paste, that was totally fine.
Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Alright, so on to the jungle 2-2 for PatDog. Once again, Jseakle is playing slower, but getting more resources. However, he's lacking in bombs at this point, but has plenty of ropes for the ice caves. Alright, on to the jungle for him. This is still anybody's game. Pretty exciting. PatDog, of course, has 1 victory at this point, which is a pretty big deal, but Jseakle's a very, very decent opportunity to come back.
Yeah, it's still close.
On a 2-3. PatDog is generally maintaining a 2-level lead here, which is always good for him. Jseakle, of course, could get ahead if he gets a bad jungle or eventually tempo level. Takes a bit of damage to a frog there, but his 5 health should keep him through the rest of the game, assuming no catastrophes go down. Alright, once again, PatDog 2 levels ahead, entering 2-4 as Jseakle enters 2-2. Pretty exciting stuff.
Eh.
I mean, you know, it's not the worst ever, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh!
2-level lead for PatDog.
No level lead
And
for
then-
PatDog. Negative 7 level lead for PatDog. He dies to a piranha plant, and that I don't think was visible from where he was dropping from. That's really unfortunate for him. He's back to the mines, and at this point, there's only about 6 minutes left in the race, so PatDog needs to go fast if he wants to have a chance at getting back to Olmec. But we've seen that PatDog can go fast so far, so I have no doubt in my mind that it's possible for him to do so.
Well, he at least needs to get to 4-3 to tie it up.
He died on 4-3.
Oh, okay. Well then,
He needs to push the lead to Olmec. This is mostly in Jseakle's hand at this point, and Jseakle's play continues to be very obtained resources based. Playing slow, but he does have plenty of time. He's at 2-4 and has 5 minutes to make it all the way to either Olmec or just beat Olmec. Of course, reaching 4-3 and dying means Jseakle will tie the game, and we might end up reaching an overtime, but we'll discuss that if it ends up happening. Alright, and Jseakle using one of his plentiful amounts of bombs to get through the level faster, but it looks like... No, he did not trap himself. Wait, did
he
he?
just went right through a bubble there.
Yeah. The bums only... The bubbles are only, like, actually an entity when their animation finishes. It's interesting. Ovenbird, if you look at the display on screen, you'll see there's a diamond on the bottom right of PatDog's display. That means he has won once. So he is currently in the lead. However, as far as this race goes, PatDog made it to 4-3, which means he made it to the farthest level. Jseakle is currently trying to beat that. PatDog, however, buying a compass, and Jseakle got rutted. 3-1 went first.
Yes, he did. Don't try to whip that Yeti.
It doesn't work. Bombing it instead. Beautiful.
Yeah. The Yeti whip is what got him the last time.
Learn from your mistakes.
Learning.
Alright, so on to 3-2 for Jseakle. Of course, like we said before, PatDog does have a chance to impact things, but this is mostly in Jseakle's hands as far as the race goes. He has angered Kali, though. She seems very angry with him.
And he could get a jetpack here. I would not advise it.
Yeah, this is a bit of an awkward situation to be going for a jetpack at this point, but his play so far makes me think he might actually go for it.
I don't know. We saw Mike is my Ike go for it. I think he did a perfect bomb to grab it.
He ended up dying, if I'm not mistaken?
No, you got it.
Huh, okay. And it looks like... Is he a madman, or is he just going around?
I think he's just looking for a safe way to go.
Yeah, this is a very unfriendly layout as far as things go, but there he goes. On to... Ooh, hitboxes. On to 3-3 at this point. PatDog's catching up. He's on a 2-3. He's only 4 levels behind. He was 7 levels behind when this started. He's made 3 levels of ground at this point.
And he's got, what, about 3 minutes left?
He has 3 minutes left exactly.
Use the rope. There
Good
you
job.
go.
Alright, he's on a 3-4. PatDog is down. This is entirely to Jseakle at this point.
Yeah, PatDog there's no way he's going to get to Olmec at this point.
Alright, so Jseakle has to make it to 4-3 to tie this game, or make it to Olmec to win, and of course if he beats Olmec, he takes the win by default.
He's going to have to pick up his pace from the way he's been playing, though. I don't see that happening.
Let's see. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. He still has plenty of time with this pace too. To make it to 4-3. Probably beat it as well. We'll see. Of course, dying negates any amount of pace that he's doing. Awkward Scorpion. That's really weird. The Scorpions... Oh my god.
Scorpion just wants to watch.
His AI is acting really odd. A arrow ricochet from quite a distance away actually just hit Jseakle. Was down to 2 health at that point. There was nothing he could do about that. That just sucks.
2 health is enough. All he has to do is get past... Holy smokes.
Oh god, this is insane. This 4-1 is not kind to Jseakle right now.
No, he should just bomb down by that dog.
Oh yeah, he needs to get the heck out of there. That is not good. He has 1 minute and 40 seconds. This is gonna slow it down a ton. This is getting crazy. I'm excited. I'm
And
excited.
here comes another Magma Man.
2 health. He can't take an arrow trap. He can't get bounced around too much by any enemies. This is way too close.
He got a little scared there. He could have just ran right over Olmec.
Oh, there's a
it was
Magma
lined
Man.
up.
Oof. This is... Oh my god, he's going back up. He doesn't have the time to do this. He has 1 minute and 15 seconds. He needs to go fast. He's flustered. You get...
Oh, he got nervous. That wasn't even a 6-tile jump over that lava. He could have just jumped that.
It's over. Jseakle is dead on 4-1, and it looks like this race is going to go to PatDog. At this point, neither of the racers have enough time to reach 4-3, which is the level that was set by PatDog. So it looks like this is going to go to PatDog, and Jseakle is going to be eliminated from the races. PatDog will move on to the elimination semifinals, I believe. So that's unfortunate, but that level, I cannot blame Jseakle for being flustered at that point. There was so much going on, and he played really well up until the end.
There was a lot going on. He did have options. He had bombs. He could have bombed down. He could have ran over Anubis at that one instance. There were a few things he could do, but they all required a little bit of finesse. That's scary in a situation like that.
And not only that, but bombing down, he couldn't see anything from below the level at the point in time. He could have landed straight into a mummy situation, which would have been even worse for him. The only real place that he knew was above, where there was a lava pit, and of course he was a bit too flustered, wasn't thinking straight, and ended up falling into the lava. It looks like he was trying to place a rope in the middle of the section, and then jump to that rope to the edge, but of course you could have actually made that jump just by going for it. But you can't blame him. That was some really crazy stuff, and at that point in time, you're not thinking straight. But yeah, exciting races, and the timer is down, which means PatDog is going to take the win for this run, and he's going to move on. Unfortunately, that means Jseakle is eliminated. This was junior elimination, so great play by Jseakle during the tournament. We're sorry that he's out, and congrats to PatDog for moving on. We'll see more of him eventually in more junior elimination. Of course, ending off with a web gun and a hired help. How silly can it get, man? But yeah, that's going to be the end of it. So that's the end of tonight's Star League stream. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be doing a Pro Elimination second round. Pretty exciting stuff. A lot of awesome racers there, and a lot more variation there, because we all know they can lose, because they've all lost at least once. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff.